Hey, so sometime last week, Google made a change in which a lot of people's videos were limited in terms of how many we could upload to YouTube. And just yesterday, I've noticed that some people's accounts have their limits have been increased back to what they were before. Some people's accounts were never affected. Mine personally, I was affected for several days in which I could only upload 7 or 8 videos per day. Now, yesterday, I was able to upload like 25. So it's really inconsistent. There's always the possibility that Google will do this again, but I don't think it has anything to do with my software or people who use my software. It's just that we kind of got lost in the mix of Google trying to do what Google does in terms of making sure there's no spammers and scammers and these kinds of things. Of course, these are all our own videos, so we certainly have the right to publish these to YouTube. So anyway, all that being said, I had a different solution in place that I was going to release a few days ago. Didn't seem to work out the way that I wanted to. So I have another solution that might be not quite as good for those who are still experiencing this problem, but at least it's a way to move forward and continue uploading videos according to the pace that you want to. So basically, I'm going to show you what I call the guided upload method. So as usual, my software will upload as many as it can via the API as it always has. And if you get limited to 7 or 8 per day, but want to continue using my software to continue uploading more videos, I'm going to show you this other method, which is still, in my opinion, probably the easiest way alternative to the fastest API method that we've enjoyed for so long. But if YouTube is limiting how many you can upload in a day, this is going to be second best. So go into your settings, go to YouTube primary, scroll down here to where it says guided upload on rate limit. So if you're experiencing, a limit in how many you can upload per day, you're going to check this on. And I check it on anyway because I think it's a good, backup method. And for now, I'm going to click always use guided upload method and bypass the API completely. I don't recommend this unless you just want more control over the process, and maybe you do. Maybe you want to be able to tweak your thumbnail or your description or title last minute, and this might be a great option for you if you like to do those things anyway, because it just kind of puts you more into control. So I'm going to turn this on for now. I typically will leave that off because I want to do things, the API method, hands off completely. But for now, because I want to show you what that looks like. Once that's set up, I'm going to click run now, and it's going to do what it usually does. Find the stuff from Amazon, get the title, get the thumbnail from Amazon, get all the stuff that usually gets from Amazon. But I'm going to just fast forward through that real quick so you can see the actual guided upload process. All right, so here we are where it says it's uploading. Of course, first it has to download it from Amazon, so it's downloading first. But once it finishes downloading, instead of going to immediately start uploading it, which is the API process, it's going to have a different option instead. So that's what I want to show you right now what happens as soon as it finishes downloading the video. So finish downloading. Now instead of uploading, it says one video ready for guided upload. So once again, this only is going to happen if you have it set to always use this method, or if you've finished how many videos you can upload in a day according to YouTube, you'll have this option now if you have that enabled. So I'm going to click guided uploads. And this will pop up here. It'll show you what didn't upload via the other way, and it says open guided upload. So now by clicking that, what it's going to do is open this browser. And of course, this should look familiar. This is your YouTube Studio in which you can upload videos anyway. Now we have this new pop-up over here. And this is just basically a manual way to do things. Well, it's kind of semi-manual, puts you in control. I thought about making it completely automatic, uploading this way, but that's actually against YouTube's terms of service. It wants the person who is uploading via the YouTube Studio here to be completely in control. So by giving you this tutorial, this semi-manual tutorial, you have control. So you simply click continue, and you can read this and see exactly what's going to happen, but you can just basically click continue to go through this entire process. So you are in control of each step of the process. You can, if you want to, tweak each thing along the way. So this part right here, sometimes it takes a second to find that file to actually put into that thing. So just click continue a couple times until that actually puts that in. So click continue. It puts the title in according to your settings, according to Ching's settings. Click continue again. It'll put in the description according to those settings. Click continue. It'll put in the thumbnail according to that. And all these things, if you wanted to take your time and tweak these things right now, you could. So like I said, for some people, they'll actually want to do that. But for most people, you'll just want to click continue along the way. And you're in control of each step of the process because you're just allowing basically a semi-manual process to go through each of these things. But still, I think this is probably not as good as the API method because that's completely automatic. But as far as the backup option, if you want to upload more things using the software and keep track of all those things with the software, what you have and haven't uploaded, this is a great backup option in my opinion. So the guided uploads, and you just keep on clicking until it says it's published. Then just wait for it to automatically close this window when it's done. And then just like usual with the software, it'll come up with this screen after that and say that it is complete. It'll clean up the files, delete the temporary files, and that kind of thing. So if that is helpful to you, let me know, because I've worked hard in it. I've made it so that it's as easy as possible to continue uploading videos via this method, this backup method, and hopefully that'll help you to upload more of your videos, get them backed up on YouTube, get that trickle of income. If I can do it, you can do it too. I'm just an average guy.